Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Beto. I am a Brazilian national candidate master, and I wanted to make these videos to show my progress in classical over the board tournaments. These are completely different from online chess. On online chess, I am about 2200 rated in chess.com and rapid like 2300 and blitz. But this is completely different game from classical chess is just completely different from rapid. And my goal is to eventually become a national master. And as I said, already am a national candidate master. And what I need for that is 2050 FIDE rating or some other things, but that is the main way since I already have like a norm. But yeah, so this was actually just my second classical tournament. I just finished it and not great results, but I feel like talking about and analyzing my games will really help with the whole dealing with emotions because it's completely different like online chess and classical as I just said. But yeah, okay, so this was the second Christmas CXA, and yeah, let's talk about the game. So this was the first round. My opponent was Marlon B, and I saw that my opponent played like a Grunfeld kind of thing. He didn't really have a lot of games in the database, but I saw that he tried to go for that, even though he was never really able to. And I don't like playing against the Grunfeld. I play d4, but there are some ways you can avoid it. And since I already played the same-ish against like the King's Indian, yeah, what I usually do is I play f3 and yeah, and I saw that my opponent really tried to go into grouping positions even when it wasn't really always the best idea. So I thought he was playing d5, and he really was. So my preparation was on point, and so this is like an anti-Grünfeld because the knight can't take. Obviously, there's no knight to take, and yeah, my opponent, I don't think he ever played this, but yeah. So I prepared up until like this move, and now here I castled. The main move is actually just my bad. Is actually just a4, like really just going for the king side attack. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine. Okay, so we castled. I have the isolated pawn, but his development is really hard because this bishop, I mean, it can go here, but then it will get like booted out. And this knight, if it goes like here, I can take sometimes maybe, and that's something he has to consider. So yeah, this pawn is actually just really helpful. It obviously can become a liability, but yeah. So I got scared of the pin. King b1 is fine. H5 h4 is better, but I thought about like knight here and then like trading, and I didn't really like it. So yeah, so like h4, knight here. But yeah, I can just play here, like protect my knight. So yeah, my bad. Okay, so king here. I was a, I analyzed the check obviously, but I thought I could just sidestep, and I just said the bishop is like is a target, and we will actually be helping me in a way because he will just have to go back. But this is kind of annoying, the rook here, because now he can maybe sometimes play bishop e6. So yeah, I play d6. D6 is fine. It's like the third computer suggestion. And against d6, like he's forced to go queen d7. and then I can also develop again. And I was like, d6, queen d7, bishop here. Can either go knight here or queen here. But yeah, we went for this line, but he just slide one square. I did not really see that move, but it ended up being fine. So I always had this idea of like taking the knight sometimes and then like threatening a fork. But if I take the knight, like the rook opens up and the queen, so kind of dangerous. Yeah. So I just developed as normal. And against the bishop here, I always saw that like b3 is a move, like preventing any knight jumps. But yeah, you really have to be like careful of playing b3, because like the bishop is is like here. So let's say like queen here. I mean, right now you can block obviously, but I say queen here, and like I mean, b3 queen here. Let's say you couldn't block, then you have to side step, and like he can sack a pawn sometimes. It's dangerous. I don't know. So I attacked the rook. I I didn't really see a whole lot. He played f6. I was happy about that, and I tried to trade. He just blocked here. And again, now I had this idea of like playing 94 sometimes, but I kind of got scared of my bishop being loose. But yeah, now the next following moves, like here you just take, but here you really should be playing 94. Because if you don't, the pawn will fall. So yeah, not good. As I played h4 and the pawn falls. I take. He played h6. I take. He takes. Yeah, and I was like, well, if I play this now, then he will just have a fork. So yeah, I play h5. Uh, so knight c4 is the fork. And if he takes now, then I'm happy. But obviously he'll throw in this move. And at the very least, I played h6. My main idea was to not let him like support this pawn with another pawn. Like, but h6 actually ended up being very helpful for me later on. Uh, Yeah, because yeah, this is like those how do you say alpha zero like moves. I don't know. I'm not an engine, obviously, but yeah, this move helps because now this the king is kind of stuck. But yeah, so 93, my idea was like, well, maybe sometimes I can like attack somewhere, like maybe go here or go here. And then he played Rook Takes. Rook Takes is actually very good. You can see the engine eval. It's about equal, even though I'm down a pawn because of the move I played, which is knight c to e4. Yeah, and now he can take. He probably like should take, or he can like take here because now I'm attacking the knight and I'm threatening a fork. I'm threatening here, and yeah, now I'm fine. I have enough compensation for the pawn. He had to take with the knight. Like it really was just much better because well, there are no knight jumps then no knight jumps here, and he can like protect himself. He's fine, I guess. Like if the knight takes, if I go here, I mean, I'm not even threatening anything. I can't clamp down on the square. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, and the moment he played this move, Uh, I didn't realize like at first I was thinking about like maybe B3, but then I was like, oh, yeah. When he played this move, I was like maybe B3, but then I was like, yeah, maybe sometimes I have this fork, and I was like, oh yeah, I simply have this fork because well, rook takes. If queen takes, I just take the knight, and if bishop takes. the best move here was actually knight h5. And I saw that he had some ideas with this check, like let's say here, and now I'm actually not completely winning, as a matter of fact, because if he keeps in contact with the knight, if I just stay here, he'll throw in this check, and yeah, I can't try to attack because of the skewer. So yeah, not so easy. Uh, yeah, but luckily for me, he didn't see that. I didn't see it during the game either. Yeah, so this is also an idea to like open up my king, and it's not so easy, but because like my king is open and my pieces are loose, but I mean you have to play some accurate moves and you'll be able to convert. So we should make 6. He's like maybe sometimes threatening a perpetual or something. And yeah, I this is fine because like depending on where he goes, he can like sometimes I can like sometimes take and like threaten mate as well as the rook. So not easy. So if he goes here, I got kind of scared of those checks because let's say I take, yeah, there's a draw. I saw that there's a draw here, and yeah, that would be a very sad way to lose. So I play rook here. This stops the checks, and then I got really scared. My opponent was really down on time. So one thing I learned from this tournament, as I just said, this is my second classical tournament, and it's really different from like online chess. Is like I'm trying to get better with time management because yeah, it really is not easy because like 60 minutes. This tournament was 60 minutes and 30 seconds increment. Well, the whole game. Yeah, that's a lot of time to think, and people will find like better moves in general. So if you don't spend the time and people do, and your opponents do, then you are, maybe you lose or well, we'll see in the next games, in the next recaps, so to say. Yeah. So here I got scared of this move because he's threatening my knight as well as this fork, and I did not see a defense. So we have the eval here. Obviously, I didn't have the eval, but the moves I looked, which were these two, this like protects the bishop, and this protects my knight. These two lead to draws. Like you can see, that's a draw because of takes no, my bad. No, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're protecting, but you have a perpetual. So it's just the same perpetual. And thing here, you yeah, you have yeah, like you can like take and take and take, like take, yeah. And it's like I got scared. And I was right to be scared. So yeah, like this is very common retro, like here, and I don't know how to protect because like it's in contact with my rook, and yeah, that's very scary. That is very scary. Uh, yeah. Now, luckily for me, there was a resource. I would have to find it, and against queen here, which was like harder to beat, I would have to go here. I can go here because if I hang the knight, that's fine. I have that idea that I said before, like it takes and there's just here. And if like, well, you have to protect the mate, but the only way to protect mate is like I can go here, but still, I'll have to figure out something. But yeah, I would have to find that move. Now, luckily for me, my opponent didn't do that. Maybe I would have panicked a little bit. I don't know. So yeah, I take here, and now he throws in a check, but as we can see, it's made in a couple of moves. there's really not a lot of ways to stop it. I just sidestep, and my opponent plays this. I take, and he resigns. It's protected. So yeah, this was the first game. My opponent wasn't so high rated, like about 200 points lower than me. I lost a lot of rating in this tournament. This is the rating I opened with, but still, this was a fine game, I guess. Yeah, this will. I have another tournament coming in a couple of days, like maybe 5 days or so. Yeah, 5 days. But it's not easy. Like time management in classical chess is it's really not easy. I got really mad when I lost this pawn. Not gonna lie. I knew that it was scary going into this because yeah, like we're sticking the pieces and it's hard for him to develop, but but at the same time, like yeah, the pawn is very advanced, and yeah, if I lose it with no counterplay, then I'm cooked. Now, luckily for me, my opponent did not take with the knight. Yeah, as I said, he took with the rook, and then yeah, we have that sequence. And then he blundered again, so I was able to win. Yeah, this was the first game, and obviously, I don't think I mentioned it at the start, but this series it's called Road to NM. Obviously, very inspired by Gotham Chess and Hanging Pawns. I really like these guys, and again, the idea of this, all of this, is to just like talk about my feelings, talk about the ideas. Yeah, try to like manage my feelings better about the games because it's hard losing like a 3 hour game. The last game from the tournament, I'll record this in a bit. I lost like 3 hours. I was completely won, but yeah, that's chess. And okay, yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching this first episode. And yeah, that's it. Bye bye.